we'll discuss the dear students, in this class we will discuss the uh, operation of the three phase induction motor under three regions, that is one under motoring, generating and braking action. So how the induction machine, it can be made to act as an induction motor or induction generator or braking region, that is plugging region. So let us see the behavior of operation of three phase induction motor acting as a motor, generator and braking region using the torque slip characteristics region. So to explain this motoring, generating and braking region, this graph you need to draw in the beginning. So this is the graph where along y-axis this is the torque and along x-axis this is the slip. So we have already seen that. So from the slip s equal to 0 to from slip s equal to 0 to slip s equal to 1, this is the motoring region. So slip lying in the region of 0 to 1, it is nothing but the motoring region. And from slip s equal to 0 or less than 0, it is negative slip. Negative slip means here in this case the motor is induction machine is acting as a generator in the range of slip less s equal to 0 to slip less than 0, that is negative slip. Negative slip is generating region, and the slip in the range of s 0 to 1, s equal to 0 to 1, this is induction motor uh, acting as a motor itself. And if the slip is equal to 1 or greater than 1, then motor comes to the resting condition, because at the time of resting condition slip will be equal to 1. If slip is equal to 1 or greater than 1, then it is the braking region, where motor will not run, it is the standstill condition. For the slip s equal to 0 to 1, induction machine will act as an induction motor. And if slip will be less than 0, that is negative, then it is a induction machine acting as a induction generator now. So this graph you should draw it completely, and all this nature of graph you should draw it. Okay, so this graph is important to explain the nature of slip characteristics covering motoring, generating and braking region of three phase induction motor. So initially you should draw this graph clearly. And now let us see the description and explanation for this graph. So to explain for this graph, we know that what is that? We know that torque is directly proportional to SR2 divided by SR2 plus SX2 whole square. So this is the torque equation of three-phase induction motor. Now let us see the three regions, that is motoring region, generating region and braking region one by one. Okay. So this is the explanation part now. But before explaining, you should write this formula. After drawing the graph, nature that torque slip characteristics, then you should write this torque equation. And using this torque equation, now let us see the explanation now. When slip lies in the region 0 and 1, that is when slip in the region of 0 to 1, the machine runs as a motor. So induction machine will be running as a motor, which is the normal operation. So here induction machine, it is acting as a motor itself, that is the normal operation. So that is nothing but in the region of s equal to 0 to s equal to 1, where from this point to this point, this is stable region, that is straight line having linear characteristics. From there, when torque reaches to the maximum torque, then this is the unstable region, where motor will come to the resting condition, that is here you will be having starting torque. So this is nothing but slip s equal to 0 to 1, this is motoring region of three phase induction motor. Okay, from the slip lying in the region of or in the range of 0 to 1, it is motoring region. Okay, so this complete graph is for motoring region. Now let us see the explanation here. The machine runs as a motor for s equal to 0 to 1 in that range. The rotation of the rotor is in the direction of the rotating magnetic field, which is developed by the stator current. So here direction of the induction motor will be same, induction motor rotor will be same as that of the rotating magnetic field, because rotating magnetic field, it is obtained for us from the stator windings. Okay, stator field winding. Because of that, the rotation of rotor as well as rotation of what is that rotating magnetic field, both will be in the same direction. So machine will act as a motor now in the range of s equal to 0 to 1. Okay, in this region it takes electrical power from the supply lines and supplies mechanical power output. So it is usually behaving as a motor by taking in electrical power as a input and giving mechanical energy as the output. Okay, the rotor speed and the corresponding torque are same in the direction. So in the slip range of 0 s equal to 0 to 1, rotor speed and corresponding torque will be in the same direction as that of the rotating magnetic field. Okay, now when slip is greater than 1, slip is greater than 1 means, just you remember that whenever motor is under the resting condition where n is equal to 0, where n is equal to 0, then automatically slip will be 1. This is well known for us. So if slip is 1 or greater than 1, it shows that motor is in the resting condition, and this we call it as braking mode. Means brake means what? Some brake has applied to the motor, so it is not running. That is nothing but braking mode. So motor is rotated in the opposite directions to that of the rotating magnetic field. So here in this case, when slip is equal to 1 or greater than 1, here motor or induction motor rotor will be made to rotate in the opposite direction to that of the rotating magnetic field. If rotating magnetic field, which is because of the stator winding, is rotating clockwise direction, then rotor or the induction motor will rotate in opposite direction. So the net effect will be what? The rotor will be trying to come to the resting condition, because RMF is in the clockwise direction, rotor direction is in the anti-clockwise direction. So the net effect is what? Rotor will trying to come to the resting condition or braking condition, where if we apply certain brakes to the vehicle, means vehicle will stop. In the same case here, if the direction of RMF and direction of rotor, they are opposite to each other, then resting condition of the motor you can observe, which is called as braking mode. Okay, which is called as braking mode. In practice, to happen this braking mode, let how it is possible, you can see here. In practice, two of the stator terminals are interchanged, which changes the phase sequence, which in turn reverses the direction of the rotating magnetic field. So when it is possible, it is possible only if we change the input to the stator winding. So input to the stator winding will be what? RYB, because it is three phase. So if we change any of the two terminals, if RYB is the earlier sequence, RYB is the earlier sequence of the stator winding, then here just you can interchange B to the Y and Y to the B. Then by doing this, direction of the RMF, because these are the stator winding, if this any two terminals, B you can connect it to Y and Y you can connect it to B, interchange any of the two terminals, then automatically direction of the RMF will be changing. If direction of the RMF will be changing, which is opposite to the rotor, then automatically motor will come to the braking condition or resting condition. Okay, which changes the phase sequence, which in turn reverses the direction of the rotating magnetic field RMF. The motor comes to quick stop under the influence of the counter torque. So because here automatically torque is also going to be opposed to the direction of the rotor, because of that motor will quickly come to the resting condition. Which motor comes to the rest is known as plugging or braking condition. Only care is taken that stator must be disconnected from the supply to avoid the rotor to rotate in other direction. So once you get the plugging condition or the braking condition, immediately you should disconnect the supply to the stator winding. Otherwise, rotor will rotate in the other direction. Rotor will rotate in the other direction. So this explanation is completely for the braking region. This is for braking region. Okay, whereas the first initial paragraph, this is the explanation for the motoring region. This is for motoring region. Okay, now last paragraph, this is for the generator. So generator means how it is possible. Generator means what? Induction motor, now it will be acting as generator. So to run the induction machine as a generator, its slip must be less than 0, that is negative. So to run the induction machine as a generator, its slip must be negative. Negative, how it is possible? We know that what is the slip formula? The formula for the slip, S is equal to, the formula for the slip S is equal to ns minus n divided by ns. Okay, so ns minus n divided by ns. So ns is what? This is constant speed. Suppose if it is 1500, suppose if ns is 1500, and if we run the motor beyond 1500, if we run the induction motor, say for example 1600 speed. So now if you check the difference, 1500 minus 1600 will be minus 100. So minus 100 divided by 1500 means negative slip will be getting negative. So negative slip means what? Induction motor, now it is acting as an induction generator. So if it is acting as a generator means it will take the electrical, it will take the input as mechanical and gives the output as electrical. So, in order to allow the machine to act as a generator, induction motor to act as a generator, we should ensure that speed of the induction motor should be greater than RMF. If it is possible, then we are going to attain negative slip. If motor enters into the negative slip, now the induction motor will behave as an induction generator. Induction generator means what? Input will be mechanical, output will be electrical. So to run the induction motor as generator, its slip must be less than 0, that is negative. The negative slip indicates the rotor is running at a speed above the synchronous speed. So as I have told you, here motor is made to allow at a speed to run more than the synchronous speed value. If synchronous speed is 1500, this is the speed of RMF. Then suppose if speed goes beyond 1500, say for example 1600, then 1500 minus 1600, it will be minus 100 divided by 1500. So automatically slip is negative. In this case, motor will enter into the generating region. Okay, when running as a generator, it takes mechanical energy and supplies electrical energy from the stator. So whenever it is acting as a generator, it takes mechanical energy as input and supplies electrical energy from the stator. Thus the negative slip action generation action takes place, and nature of the toss slip characteristics reverses in the generating region. So automatically the nature of characteristics, that too for toss slip characteristics, it will reverse in the case of generating action. Reverse in the case means, here this is, if this is for the motor, its reverse will be for generator, where slip will be in the range of s equal to 0 to less than 0 means it is negative. Negative slip means generating region. For the slip s equal to 0 to 1 means it is motoring region. For the slip s equal to 1 to greater than 1 will be braking region. So here motor will stop to run. Here motor induction machine is made to act as a motor, and here induction machine is made to act as a generator. So this graph you should draw it first, and then you should write the equation for the torque, and using this torque equation you should explain all these three paragraphs: one for the motor operation, another for the braking operation, and the last paragraph, this is for the generator operation. Okay, so this is one of the important question which might be asked in the final VT exam for 5 marks in the form of short note. Okay, so if you just you read all the description, fine.